Color Purple is a powerful story about a woman's road to independence, and I just seen it today. It just came out in the UK and Ireland, and I've managed to watch it. Now, this was something that was on my radar, and to be honest with you, it was one that I was quite excited for. I'm not the biggest fan of musicals, but sometimes they win me over, and unfortunately I have to say that this time this movie didn't win me over, and let's go through why. So the story starts with a character called Celie, and she is essentially the main character here that we're going to be with through the beginning to the end, and it spans many decades. So it goes from Celie being a very young girl all the way up to her being an old woman. And one thing that annoyed me was that Halle Bailey plays her sister, and it starts off really well. I liked the musical numbers at the start. The very opening has a really great song, and the movie starts off very well with two really nice musical numbers, maybe like three nice musical numbers, but then 20 minutes in, Halle Bailey is gone, and maybe I'm just a Halle Bailey lover that I just really wanted to see her, but I kind of felt like when she left and they moved on from there that I just disconnected from this movie. And look, I don't know why, but I just found it very hard to watch. I think Colman Domingo is essentially the villain in this, to be honest. He is an absolute mega asshole, and he beats Celie and he treats her like crap, and it's just quite hard to watch at times. And look, I totally understand that that's the way it was back in those days, and it is very true to what goes on and what went on. But for me, just like watching a musical like that, it was quite strange. And I mean, I get that it's different, and I get that it's powerful, but for me it just felt very depressing. And you know, sometimes you watch a musical and you want to feel all uplifting and good, and they're singing a song piece, right? And they're dancing and they're singing and everything's good, and then the next scene is like a woman being beaten, and you're like, okay, I'm so like just taken back by how much that just switched up so quickly. But look, I'm not going to say too much more about this movie. Danielle Brooks is definitely my favorite part of the movie. She's very funny, and I think the recognition she's getting for this is definitely deserved. I would have loved to see more of Halle Bailey. The rest of the cast, they're okay. I'm really sorry, but I just didn't connect with this movie that much. I'm gonna have to give The Color Purple 2.5 stars out of 5, a 5 out of 10. Look, I know that this is getting great reviews. I don't know why I don't like it as much as I thought it would, because as I said, I was very excited for it. But The Color Purple, it is out now. If you like musicals, I'm sure you'll be singing a few of these songs once you leave, but for me, it just felt flat.